Okay, guys. I had a friend just share a video with me. Uh, the recent SpaceX launch. And I found something on here that is very intriguing, everybody. Um, I can't believe people are still falling for this bullcrap. After everyone has been warned that Hollywood and NASA and CIA and all of these groups are married to each other and they're making fake videos of um, launches with rockets, okay? That's why these rockets should be illegal, so people like this can't no longer pull the wool over your eyes, because I know a lot of people think we can still go to space and do uh, stupid stuff like that. But here, I'm about to show you a video of SpaceX launch. Let me back it up. Okay, I'm gonna back it up. I'm gonna point out some things to y'all when we see them.
Control of the countdown, and the rocket is now on internal power. In a few seconds, we should hear our final go for launch from the launch director.
Go for launch.
And there you have it, folks. The launch director has given the final go to proceed for launch. So let's sit back and watch as Falcon 9 takes our 56 Starlink satellite.
Okay, this launch right here, everything you see in the background and the platform at the bottom is real, okay? All these towers are real. All the water back there is real. But this rocket right there is not, alright? I know it looks real, but it's actually CGI rocket and holograms, okay? And you'll understand once it launches. You'll see the rocket kind of turns blue, and you can see the holographic imagery in it.
Satellites into space.
T minus 30 seconds. Seconds. T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff. Go Falcon, go Starlink. Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
Vehicle is pitching downrange. At T plus 30 seconds, Falcon 9 has successfully lifted off from Space Launch Complex 40.
Now it's a hologram. That's not real. All that blue. If you ever put a projector on a wall and project something, object on a wall, you can kind of tell. It's kind of developed from that.
From the Cape at 11:35 a.m. Eastern Time.
Power and telemetry nominal.
Falcon 9.
Here.
We just heard that Falcon 9 is supersonic, which means the vehicle is now traveling faster than the speed of sound. Max Q. And there's that call up for Max Q. This is the point at which the vehicle...
That rocket cut you just saw, like behind the rocket, that's a cut they always use. They edit that rocket. They use them in a lot of these footages, and they'll edit it in there, right? They'll edit that for background footage, and they always use it because I see it all the time.
experiences the greatest amount of external stress as it ascends through the Earth's atmosphere.
What happened?
It's about 1 minute away from a series of events. Those are MECO, stage set, SES-1, and fairing separation. MECO, or main engine cutoff, is where all 9 of the Merlin M1D engines on the first stage will shut down. Stage separation is when the first and second stages will separate from each other.
Of course, they're using a lens that's shaped like a fisheye, so the background's always curved and stuff like that.
And SES-1, or second engine start 1, is where we light that single Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage. Following those events is fairing separation, which is when the 2 fairing halves will separate and fall away from the second stage. So let's keep an eye out for those events coming up shortly.
Main engine cutoff. Stage separation confirmed.
Okay, look on the main engine. Watch what happens here in a minute.
And back startup.
There we go, folks. We just had successful main engine cutoff, stage separation, and MBAC startup.
Fairing separation confirmed.
And there go those 2 fairing halves falling away from the second stage. Both of the fairing halves that are flying on today's mission are flight proven. One half is flying.
Okay, on this hot nozzle right here in this engine, look above it and between that foil and that gold tube, you'll see some rodents running around.
For the 7th time today, and the other is flying for the 10th time. For those of you following along, this is actually the first 10th flight of a fairing half, and we will be attempting to recover both of those halves on our recovery vessel, Bob. As a reminder, on the left side of your screen is the Falcon 9 first stage, and on the right is the MVAC engine on our second stage, carrying the Starlink satellites to their desired orbit. You can see the speed of the first stage is decreasing as it reaches the apogee of its...
Okay, there's a... Look at this. If I can zoom in.
trajectory, while the second stage continues to accelerate towards orbit.
Both vehicles are on a nominal trajectory.
Great news there. Stage 1 and Stage 2 are both following nominal trajectories.
You got rodents running around between the engine right there. You see them? They're little white mice or rat.
The first stage currently on its way back down towards Earth, heading for a landing on the drone ship. Just read the instructions. Stage 1 and Stage 2 are both following...
Look.
Great news there. Stage 1 and Stage 2 are both following nominal trajectories. The first stage current... Great news there. Stage 1 and Stage 2 are both following...
How's that there?
Great news there. Stage 1 and Stage 2 are both following nominal trajectories. The first stage currently on its way back down towards Earth, heading for a landing.
How's that possible in space? Or on a rocket? Look. Look on your right side, little objects moving around. Little white objects right there. People see them all the time. There's like rats on them, or there'll be a fly on one of the rovers on Mars. So if you haven't caught this yet, and you still wondering, I'm telling you. I mean, they looks real. That's why all this looks real, and that's what I'm telling you. See that right there? That'd be a no-go for NASA. They would never launch a rocket if that was on the rocket nozzle. I'm sorry. That'd be a no-go. So here we go again. I'll show you the same picture over and over. That's a no-go. That's a no-go. NASA ain't gonna launch no rocket with that on there. And look, if if this hot nozzle was real and not CGI, these animals or whatever that is would have caught fire and burst into flames by now. Okay. So NASA needs to watch their, and I think they pre-make these videos anyway. These are all use some of the same reels over and over. Yeah, that's how it goes. They use it. It's still there. That little object. It's shifting cameras over and over. Where is it? It's gone. There it goes.